All right, folks. Kent Ketter, Team Cardhoarder, bringing you the Blue Red Spells Hot Take wrap-up video. So, 4-1, pretty decent record for the good guys, which is us. It's a joke. We're just people, good people. Anyway, let's just kind of point out some things that I saw, some things that maybe I wasn't sure about, and just go from there. First off, Collective Defiance is nuts. 4 mana, kill your guy, take 3, thumbs up. Storm Chaser Mage, really, really good. Sometimes not so good. I'm going to have to kind of think about how I want to board that card in respect to Jace's Vern's Prodigy. I was definitely going up to additional 2-drops. I'm not sure if against the black decks we really want to pressure them with something like Storm Chaser Mage, where Jace and Thermo really have the ability to run away. Storm Chaser still requires a good amount of spells to get there. So that's an interesting one. Fevered Visions, a lot of upside with that one. Anything that's not Banned Company feels like a great place to give them the old visions and see what they're thinking. Firecraft was another good one, pretty solid. I'm glad there's only 2 of those in the deck. Beyond that, Tormenting Voice was fantastic. It's a 4 of. It makes these Fiery Tempers just so much less mediocre and makes them, 1 mana Fiery Tempers are insane. Those are lightning bolts, but 3 mana Fiery Tempers, fine. But let's go over to the sideboard though. This is where I really like to point out, the cards that I thought were good and the cards that I just, didn't really touch on. All right. Dispel. Great against Company. Would do again. 3rd Lightning Axe. Feels like it fills in against Company as well. It gives you a clear 4-card cut for Visions, and the 75 or the 60 after that seems pretty well set up. Now, cards that I didn't board in, Castigators and Nahiri's Wraths. I honestly am just not sure exactly where I want those. Wrath seems great for your aggressive matchups. Pitch a 3-drop, pitch a land, kill 2 things. Great. I don't think I want it against Company, though. Running it into a Spell Queller just sounds like the worst. So I'm going to have to think about that one a little bit more. I think the effect is important, but I don't know how good it is, or if I'm just not, or if I'm being too risk averse against Company. Golden Knight Cascadator and Bedlam Revelers. These feel like cards that we're just going to have access to, or want to have access to, move the Wraths out of the way. But Bedlam Reveler and Golden Knight Cascadator, these both feel like cards that I want to be able to access in the respective matchups. Where I'm feeling Castigator is best, it might be good against the black decks, and I might have just misread it there, because they have to have the ultimate prices and stuff. I assume they keep those in, so it's at least good for most of the time. And against those decks, I want to cut the Impulses and the Axes, and bringing in Revelers, Castigators actually seems pretty good. Yeah, okay. Didn't bring that in against Black-Green, I believe. I'll have to go back and review, but that's where I would want it. And then all the Emrakul decks. Yes, I understand they can flash back, Kozilek's Return stuff, whatever. Just body them. Attack, and get them. Bedlam Reveler, great grindy card. Really a card that I want to see in later matchups. Longer matchups like your control decks, where you can just leverage your Inevitability and Fevered Visions into a nice Bedlam Reveler draw 3. You saw what Collective Defiance did as a windfall. Or discarding my hand and drawing a bunch of cards is great, but just running my hand out and just drawing 3 without having to, set it up beforehand. And it's a 3/4 to boot. So, overall, this hot take was very, very hot. And I will probably be taking some more time to see if this deck has more legs. Big surprise that the PT winner fired this back off at a GP. I will tell you, get your reps in, understand your matchups. You have to make some pretty important decisions at the margin as far as, do I kill the creature or do I throw it at their face? If you can make those decisions well, I think the deck will hand you a lot of wins. And even Banned Company doesn't do that right now in Standard. There's a lot of thought. There's a lot of things you have to work around. And let's just go back to this main deck. if you assume Temper's a 1-drop, because it can be with the 4 voices, look at this curve. I guess Defiance is a 4-drop. Okay, alright. Alright. That's still, holy smokes. That's nutty. To me, that just seems exactly where you want to be. Mana base goes, I wouldn't change it. Seemed fine. I would definitely run the numbers. I recommend Frank Karsten's mana base sheet over on Channel Fireball. He just does good work, especially if you're someone who's trying to figure out a brew. Check your mana base first. Giving away free games is horrible equity, and you'd rather hold on to those ones, or not just give away some losses, because we're all going to make mistakes, and our deck's going to run into bad matchups, so let's not give away any freebies. But anyway, this was Kent Ketter with hot takes, blue-red spells. I had a great time. I thought the deck was really fun. Fevered Visions is just a awesome pile of cards. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see me running this at the Invitational this weekend, but if not, anybody who would love to discuss the deck, reach out to me on social media, Shamble Snark on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook, Kent Classic Ketter, or comment on the videos. I do check out those comments, would love to hear from you, point out the mistakes I made, obviously be civil, and we'll see how it goes from there. So thanks for tuning in. Cardhoarder is the best. Check them out as well. They help me, they'll help you. Get on Moto, use the client, up your game. Have a good day.